Anti-war demonstrators protest U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War in mass marches, rallies, and demonstrations. Central Park is the starting point for the parade to the UN building. The estimated 125,000 Manhattan marchers include students, housewives, beatnik poets, doctors, businessmen, teachers, priests, and nuns. Makeup and costumes.
To prove that our voices are valid and we can be heard. Since we're all turning 18 within 4 years or less and will be able to vote for the future of this country, we can educate ourselves on which government officials will represent the change we want to see in America.
My name is AJ, I'm in 10th grade and I'm 16. I think a lot of people would want to protest because there's an injustice, people not getting paid enough for all the work they do. Violence is never the answer. If you just have a whole bunch of riots, just not being pleasant, you're not going to get your point across as well as you would if you just had a peaceful protest.
We need people to present their diverse points of view. We need lawyers.
Hi, my name is Mike Rowland. I'm an English teacher at Chino Hills High School. It should be known that protest is what you ultimately get to if other things you've tried before that have not worked, or if your voice is not being heard. So protest is something you go to when, if you feel like doing it the normal way, you're not being heard, so you protest to have your voice literally heard.
Influence believes the science that tells us to take the path of renewable energy.
But the reality is that us kids...
Well, it's important for protests to be peaceful because sometimes some of the things that you are protesting against can involve or incite violence. So if you yourself are being violent in order to prove your point, you're kind of being counterproductive. And not to mention, people are more likely to listen to reason and sound and logic than they are, a lot of irrational behavior.
Our future youth should know about the power of their voices because I think the younger generation is the future.
It's something that you are passionate about, care about, and more importantly, if it's something that affects you, you really should consider being involved in protesting if it's for a certain issue that's not making any legway or any advancement in legislation in Congress, because that may be the best way for you to get your point across. It's important for the youth to be involved in that because you guys are going to be the future of our country. You guys are going to be the ones shaping how we live and how we do things. If you as a whole country, as a whole generation, can always stay focused and always stay passionate about what's important in your life and what's going to really help this country to make things equitable and great for everybody who wants to be living in the United States, then you have to get involved in that stuff sometimes.
People should really recognize us and realize and listen to what we're saying and using our voices. I think for us to speak up about what we want to change is a very powerful thing.